All right, good morning. I need to make this kind of quick because we need to run out the door. Oh, this is weird. He's literally like sticking. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Something is sticking out right here. I don't know if this is the start to a new pregnancy vlog, part of an existing pregnancy vlog. I never really know what's going on. We have had such a crazy week. Oh, this reminds me of my rings on. How many of y'all just like forget to put your rings on in the morning or like before you leave the house? I literally constantly forget them and I get so frustrated. So I'm glad I just remembered that. We've had such a crazy week. It's Wednesday and every day this week we have just had to get up so early. Well, not like get up so early, but we've had to like get moving so early. Monday we had a fridge repair guy come. I think I mentioned in the previous vlog, our fridge like is known to have a really bad linear compressor and it just completely took a poop and both the freezer and the fridge were like at 60 degrees and I had to go through everything and get rid of stuff. And yesterday I spent like the entire day like reorganizing the freezer, taking everything out, figuring out what we could keep, what we had to get rid of, moving stuff between our chest freezer and the garage and this freezer. It was like a whole project yesterday. I reorganized and like cleaned it out entirely and I'm actually glad I did that because everything's just a lot more organized, a lot more accessible. I kind of like made it make a little bit more sense. Even though it was organized before, it's like it's all very, very efficiently packed now in terms of like what's where. I can see everything. I mean, it's annoying, but I'm glad I got to like take the opportunity to clean the whole freezer out and organize it because that's probably not a project I would have taken on otherwise. Plus, LG does reimburse for food loss if one of their like warranted products fails. The cat's playing with his toy. So we had that Monday. The fridge repair guy had to come. He had to like reload his torch, so then he had to leave again. And then he came back. So Monday was just a lot of appointments with that guy. And then we had the car seat inspection appointment. So we took the car seat to the local police department and got it inspected. And I'm glad we did that because we ended up changing the location and the position of the car seat. And we got some like really good tips and tricks from like the traffic officer that handles that. So good morning, honey. Good morning. So we did that Monday and then my parents came over. So Monday was just kind of a packed day with like multiple appointments. And then yesterday, Tuesday, I had an OB appointment, just one of my regular every 2-week appointment. So we had to run out the door for that at like 8 a.m. And that was just really, really standard. Literally just did a heartbeat check and a measurement check, which I'm still like, I was measuring really far ahead, like 3 weeks ahead. And then I was like not far ahead at all. I was like a week ahead. And now I'm back to measuring 3 weeks ahead. She's like, it's probably just his positioning because you just had an ultrasound and it's fluctuating so much. I was so excited though. I didn't gain any weight between my last appointment and yesterday's appointment. So, and I know you can gain about a pound a week around this time and the baby's gaining about half a pound a week. I've also read your weight can kind of like start to stabilize around this time and like you won't really gain as much just because the amounts of fluids are changing and the amount of space that he's taking up is changing. So me not gaining weight is actually fine in my opinion, kind of a good thing because I feel like every single time the scale goes up and I went 2 weeks without it going up. So anyway, I was really happy about that. And so then I did the fridge all day yesterday. And now today's Wednesday, we have another like 8:30 in the morning appointment to interview a pediatrician. Well, they're actually like a family practice. Ken and I don't have a primary care physician. We haven't gone to just like a general doctor, either of us, literally like since we were kids, I feel like. So I'm gonna need one. I have to get the chickenpox vaccine and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna need a general like primary care doctor. I feel like it's just good to have one of those established, you know, just if you have something run of the mill. Because all we have right now is like an OB for me, obviously, and then the fertility clinic. And that's like the only doctor, and then obviously dentists and stuff like that. So we're gonna go to this family practice and kind of interview her as like little boy's pediatrician, but also just meet her to get to know her as our new primary care doctor too. So it's not like a necessary appointment. I just made this because I wanted to meet her, see how I feel about her as a pediatrician, as my doctor, as Ken's doctor, and just ask some questions. I have like a whole list of interview questions, obviously. So we are off to do that. We have to run out, but I swear doctor's appointments are like the only thing I do nowadays outside of the house. So I get a little bit dressed up. I've had some curls in my hair for a couple days, which I'm loving. And then I just threw on, you know, a bunch of jewelry like we do. This is a, I call it a bump suit. It's a jumpsuit from Old Navy. Really like smocked up here. So this is like my normal size I would have worn like pre-pregnancy, but it's perfect for the bump as well. It has pockets, which is amazing. You don't even have to like wear a bra with this. I have one on, but it's very, very like forgiving and it fits perfectly. it's actually like, I still have my slippers on, but it's actually kind of like capri pants. It's just a really stretchy, like elasticy material, but it's like heavy. It's really nice quality. I'm like, literally, this is one of my favorite things I've bought in like the last year. I swear I got 2 of them in 2 different colors because it's just so flattering, so comfy, literally so easy to just throw on. It's such a great material. I'm obsessed with it. And it's raining today, which it hasn't rained in a while. It's been like 95 every single day lately. Well, right now I think it's like in the high 70s, but it's only supposed to get to like in the mid 80s today, which is shocking. I'm pretending that it's fall since, like, I don't know, we're in like the fall season now, you know, but the temperatures here don't really reflect fall for a while. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna go, not really check on him, but just kind of meet his future doctor, and I'm kind of excited to get another thing checked off the list. I'm excited for a rainy day also, and a cool day, like some cool weather. So anyway, I'll probably update y'all after the appointment if there's anything worth noting. We're off to interview a pediatrician. Ken thinks this is so stupid. He's like, why are we interviewing a doctor? I'm like, I don't know, these are just new parent requirements. I feel like, I don't know. All right, we are back home. I had to get changed like right away because as fun and comfy as rompers are, they're not very practical for having to go to the bathroom constantly. So I changed out of that. We had some breakfast. I literally had breakfast at like 11 o'clock, which is like almost lunchtime for me normally, because the appointment actually took kind of longer than we were expecting, but it was really great. It's kind of weird with like the wait, because it said to like wait in your car and then let them know that you're here. Like just their automated thing will like tell you when to come in when your doctor's ready. But then it said if like you don't get a text saying to come in by the time your appointment time rolls around, then just come in and check in at the front desk when your appointment time comes. But so I did that, and then they were like, oh no, you still have to like wait for us to tell you to come in. I'm like, well, it's not what it says. And she's like, well, you should have got another text that said like to wait. And I was like, well, I didn't. She's like, well, you should have. I'm like, okay, well, I didn't. So, but the doctor was so nice. I really liked her a lot. So we had a good appointment. I think it was just really good because I had a lot of questions that I got answered, and obviously the doctor kind of did her assessment. We like obviously told her that we did IVF, so she obviously now has a better understanding of like me as a patient, and obviously none of us have met the baby yet, but she'll at least kind of like before her very first appointment with him will know, you know, a little history of me, a history of the pregnancy. I got a lot of good questions answered that I was wondering about, like in terms of after hours and like doctors being on call and all those kinds of things. And she totally understood like my extraness. And then she kind of, you know, asked me about my health history and, you know, just kind of those general checks. I feel like it was definitely worth going. We were there for a while. I think we were there for over an hour. So now I'm just finishing up my coffee. My mom brought over when she was here last time, like this whole bag of like kind of older school stuff that I need to go through and figure out if I'm gonna keep or anything, which I just hate having stuff to store. I just like kind of just don't want to look at any of it and just throw it away, but I'm kind of like a pack rat at the same time and kind of like want to keep stuff for memories and nostalgia and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go through this. I just went through that whole food loss reimbursement thing with LG. I did that like kind of over the phone and then kind of over text message. I wanted to start decorating for fall today. Obviously y'all are seeing these like really delayed because I have so many videos going up that everything is just, you know, I guess you can call it pre-filming. I just have so much content and so many videos I've been filming. Everything's getting put up so much later than when I film it, just because I have a lot of content scheduled. So I really wanted to start decorating for fall, and it's also kind of like a cozy rainy day, so it might be good for that. But I also have like a bajillion other things that I need to do and want to do, and it's kind of perfect because it's like kind of a dreary rainy day. So I feel like I'm just gonna be stuck in the house. I have errands to run, but I'll probably just do that tomorrow because I want to do this stuff. I need to do some more decluttering. I'm trying to like declutter this whole entire house. Nesting mode is in full effect right now. I want to like throw everything away and clean everything. That's the plan for right now. I don't know if I'm gonna like keep this vlog going. I might just keep like randomly picking it up and adding clips throughout the day today or maybe tomorrow. I have some hauls I want to film, some stuff I've gotten, some baby stuff, some stuff's coming in the mail today. So I have some filming I'm gonna need to be doing. So just a lot of things. I kind of planned to spend my third trimester just like chilling, like reading books, kicking back, but then I'm like, no, I have to do everything now. So no time, no time to waste just sitting on my butt. And honestly, I'm not really the type to just like, I'm not a couch potato by any means. I like in theory would like, I want to be in my like dreams. I'm like, oh, just like relaxing and reading and like watching YouTube and just like watching shows. And in reality, that's just not me. I don't like to sit still. I like to have stuff to do. Anyway, I'm gonna get back at it and I'll just probably check in with y'all when there's something to check in about. Okay, so it's actually a totally different day, but my mom dropped off this cute little gift and I wanted to show it because it's so cute. First of all, I'm obsessed with this little storage box it's in. It has like a little divider in it, which is so cool. I feel like I've never really seen like a fabric covered box. Not only just with sloths, which is perfect in every way, but it has a little divider, which is so cute. What we're basically doing instead of, which this isn't really part of that, but instead of doing like an actual baby shower, just because obviously COVID and the fact that my friends and family are literally like so geographically spread out, is we're just doing kind of like, I don't know if you call it like a book shower, that's kind of what we're calling it, but we're just having people, if they want to obviously, send just like a book and then putting a little message on it. My mom actually had a bunch of the women in her women's group pick out books, basically the same kind of concept, and then put a little message on the back, which is more or less exactly what we, you know, from like other friends and family, like the kind of concept that we were going for, just to have like a little message, whether it's to us or to the baby. So they did that. So she dropped off all these books. This one is so cute. It's so fall. I love that one. And we flipped through these and read all the messages last night. So sweet and so different, and I don't like have any of these books yet. So I'm super, super excited. It's all super sweet. There's just like really nice messages. You can never have enough books. I just love books and love reading. We really want to make that kind of a big thing for him. So that was really cute. And then my mom put in there a couple of things as well, of course. I died over this sloth mug. Obviously, like, I'm obsessed with sloths, which is kind of where the sloth thing came from. But there's also just a lot of sloth baby things, so I just kind of love the whole idea of that. But she gave me this little mug that says soonish, and then also this pink stork labor prep tea. It's like caffeine free. I don't know exactly what the flavor is, but it's labor and like recovery support tea. It just says floral, so I'm not 100% sure what that means, but I'm super excited. And she kind of made the joke like labor is soonish. Get it? They sort of went together, so that was really cute. I'm excited to try that. And then she put a couple really cute little sleepers, which I actually don't have. I feel like when it comes to sloth things, I have a lot of it, so she was very excited that I didn't have any of this yet. These are both, I think, 3 to 6 month. Yeah, I love this one, just the gray and white. And look at the little feet. They have little sloth faces. Honestly, it kind of matches the bin like perfectly. I think that one's just so adorable. It's like a long sleeve one. And then this one is also so cute. This is actually like a fleece one. And I guess this isn't technically a sleeper. This is kind of more just like a romper. It doesn't have like a zipper or anything. It just has like the buttons down here and it doesn't have any feet on it. So this is just more like an outfit, just with like some socks. So stinking cute. I'm obsessed with those. And then of course she made something because she's very crafty. I kind of put this one back together because this is, oh no, I opened both of them, but I put this one back together too, which is why this one like looks a little janky. But basically she bought this fabric because she can sew, as you can kind of tell. And it's basically, I'll show you the other one because the other one's unwrapped, but it's basically just like a receiving blanket. This is like a flannel material. It's really soft. And then a matching burp cloth. Obviously this one's like a cute little sloth. This is like a very gender neutral kind of teal. It's got like little leaves. I love this little sloth. And then even the ribbon is sloth. She's like very attention to detail. And actually she put a book with this one. It was a little like sloth book. I actually already have it up in the bookcase. And then my mom, kind of like I'm obsessed with sloths, she's obsessed with hedgehogs. So she did a hedgehog version. She had it like tied up the same way. And then this was the book that was kind of like in the middle. So she did a sloth, a blanket, burp cloth, and book. Oh my gosh, and it's all bees. And then a hedgehog blanket, burp cloth, and book, which I thought was so cute. I love all these books. They all have like kind of like a lot of texture to them, like cutouts and stuff. So cute. And I love this pattern. Again, this is like super kind of kiddish, but also very gender neutral, pretty colors. You can tell this is kind of just like a big giant receiving blanket, stroller blanket, car seat cover, you know, very multi-purpose. And then this is like a double, like as you can see, she kind of like did 2 layers for the burp cloth, and the burp cloth is just kind of like, you know, a standard size. They match, and she made them. And I think that's so cute, and I love that it's like her favorite little thing and then my favorite little thing. And the fact that she put a little matching book with both little sets, I thought was so cute. I'm going to be filming a haul today with some baby stuff that I just got in the mail, and then I need to just do some other general filming today, and I have a bunch of baby stuff that I need to wash, and it's kind of annoying doing baby wash like separate. I think I just need to start using like the fragrance-free, dye-free, whatever formula, like not necessarily Dreft in particular, but kind of like a baby safe detergent, like laundry detergent for all of our clothes, because I'm kind of sick of separating baby clothes from ours and having to like wait to do baby laundry, and I feel like I have to like accumulate a good amount of baby stuff to wash before I do it, so I'm not washing like 3 things. It just seems very wasteful to me in terms of water and energy and all that kind of stuff. So I've accumulated a good amount of stuff that needs to be washed, so I think I'm gonna do some baby laundry today, definitely some filming. I did not sleep good last night. My leg like falls asleep, like just the one section of my leg falls asleep, and it's so annoying, and it like wakes me up. It doesn't hurt, but it's just weirdly uncomfortable and it wakes me up. Anyway, finishing up my coffee, then I'm gonna get back at it. We're having a little dance party up in here. All right, I'm jumping in here for a little vlog segment. Probably should have vlogged a little bit yesterday because I did some pretty intense deep cleaning. Well, it was more decluttering. Today is a little bit more slightly like deep cleaning, but also decluttering. You can probably tell a little bit from what's going on around me. But yesterday, it was actually kind of a big project. If y'all follow me on Instagram, you would have seen kind of the saga, but our bookshelf, which we keep up in our guest room, was like really a hot mess, like probably the hottest mess in the house. Like there was just, I could put a picture on the screen here. I'll put even like the before and after because I took 2 pictures, and the books were literally like all over the place in the shelves, stacked up like a couple feet tall next to the shelves and underneath the shelves. It was too much. It was a mess. So I honestly thought that was gonna be like fairly a quick project, like just get rid of some stuff, kind of reorganize things. No, that ended up being like probably a couple hours between going through and getting rid of stuff. And then I listed some stuff because Ken has some really expensive books that he got for when he was like really learning his, because he does a lot of investing and stuff, when he was learning the stock market and all that stuff. He has some really expensive books, and I have just some books that are, geez, the baby's going ham right now. Kind of hurts. I have some books that are newer that like I can easily kind of sell. Definitely a lot to donate. Kind of feel like I barely made a dent on my decluttering list, and I have boxes and boxes and boxes and bags and bags and bags of stuff to get rid of already. Oh my gosh, this cat is going so crazy. Did you even see that? I feel like I didn't turn the camera around in time. He was just spazzing out. It's actually so beautiful outside. So there he goes again. It's finally starting to, oh, there we go. It's finally starting to feel like fall. I know I'm all over the place in this clip already, but it's finally starting to feel like fall. So we have a couple of the windows open, and then my husband always takes one of the chairs from here and puts like a comfy little blanket on it next to the window while it's open, so the cats can sit on it and just like watch the birds and get some fresh air. So that's what that is. But anyway, so I have a huge pile of donations, which a lot of the books, magazines, things like that are going to be donated. So I just got rid of just so much stuff. It feels so good. It's so organized. I organized them like by author because they were not organized like that before. Kind of organized them by size. All my book of the month books are together, so it's gonna be easier to find what I'm looking for, and it just looks a lot better. So that was yesterday's project, and that was quite an undertaking because like listing them for sale and organizing them and putting them in piles and taking pictures, and it was a whole thing. So I'm really glad that that is done. That was yesterday. Yesterday was Friday. 33 weeks as of yesterday. Got this big old baby in this big old belly. Now it's Saturday, and as you can kind of tell, I literally just got the kitchen like torn apart. I've just started, but I opened every drawer, every cabinet, and I'm not gonna shut it until it's organized, decluttered, whatever. Some cabinets we don't have anything in. I actually do need to open this, but I got out our little, I actually got a lot of questions on this when I posted about it on Instagram. I can link this little hand vac for y'all. It's a Shark one. It is so good. It's obviously super sleek, but it's really nice. It's definitely like a little more pricey than a lot of these hand vacuums are, but it is so good. I just feel like you can get these for super cheap, but either their suction sucks or they just die or break so easily. So we kind of like upgraded to a slightly nicer one, and it is such good quality. Emptying it is so easy. Watch this. You push this little button right here. How handy is that? And then you just snap it shut. So anyway, I will link this for y'all. I got a lot of questions on it. It's amazing. So anyway, basically what I do is I take everything out of the drawer and then kind of like suck out any of like the crumbs or, you know, things just kind of accumulate in drawers in the kitchen. So that's what I'm doing. I just rearranged it so it just looks a lot more organized and it's more accessible. Like I just put all bowls up there rather than having kind of like a mix. It just, everything's a lot more accessible and it's just gonna be like easier to grab stuff. Basically, this is today's project. I'm hoping to definitely get more organized. I'm hoping to definitely get rid of stuff. I'm breaking a serious sweat doing all of this stuff. I'm like rearranging, moving things around, and then as I'm going, I think I told you, obviously I'm like vacuuming out the cabinets, but I'm also wiping down all the cabinet faces. And can y'all tell me if this happens to your counters? We have quartz counters right along the edges here. They get like so dingy and dirty. Like, can y'all see this rag? That's literally just from scrubbing the like edges right here, which is so confusing because I wouldn't think like the edges like this would get so dirty. I don't know if that's from leaning against it. Like I just wouldn't imagine the edge would get so dirty. Do y'all's counters get like that too? I don't understand that, but it's like really hard to get off. I literally sweat. I have to scrub so hard. You can't really tell because it's green, but we put Ken to work outside. He's staining. Wow, you really can't see anything. Okay, great. I just posted this on my Instagram stories, but I need y'all to like let me know as well because I feel like this is 100% of people. Like 100% of people. We all have these cookie sheets, sheet pans, whatever you call these, that should have been thrown away a very, 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 very long time ago. Like these, like this is, first of all, I don't even know if you can tell, it's like not even flat. It's like warped. And it is so rusty, and I mean I know these can get stained and you can keep using them, but this is not that. This is like legitimately like rusty. Like if you touch it, like stuff comes off, and this is clean. It's just and then this also kind of the same thing. Like I think you can tell like there's actually rust coming off of this one. It is stained to all hell. Like these have to go. These are obviously going. The reason that we would even like these haven't gone sooner is because we use those like silicone baking mats whenever we literally use like any cookie sheet pretty much. So I don't even A, know how these got like this, but B, the food never like touches the actual pan, so that's why it was never a priority. But like now I'm just like, this is ridiculous. So can y'all comment down below and confirm you 100% have pans? I mean, maybe not even this bad, but pretty pretty unsightly. It can't like be just me. I'm pretty sure we all have these pans that look like this, but we just keep using them anyway. Like 2.5 hours later and we are done. I swear this literally took like all the energy that I had to do this because like I was saying, I obviously like vacuumed out the insides of all, like I took everything out, vacuumed it out, wiped it out. I wiped like the cabinet faces and the handles because, you know, stuff kind of like drips down them and stuff. I like really organized stuff. Like I took all the like drawer dividers out and like rinsed those out and wiped them out, so like these are all totally clean, and just kind of like moved some things around. Just like made a lot of organizational improvements. This drawer actually completely emptied. I literally just keep the spoon rest in here for whenever I need it. Everything is just so organized, and it's just more like efficient as well. This drawer like probably won't seem super organized, but it was just kind of a hot mess. It's a little bit, it makes a little more sense. All of our like baking stuff we keep down here, so that's all. It just makes a lot more sense now. And then I took a much needed shower. I didn't wash my hair, but I really needed to shower, and now I just feel like I need to kick back for a second. He is moving around like crazy. I'm having so many Braxton Hicks all the time, so there gets to a point like this is like all I can do in a day kind of thing. Like not all I can do in a day, but it takes a lot out of me when I do like big projects. I mean, probably anyone would get kind of exhausted after something like this, but especially being so pregnant, I get tired super easily. And y'all, this dude has hiccups. And I know babies like in utero have hiccups a lot, it's normal, but I can feel like all of his hiccups. He has hiccups like 4 times a day, and it's like very noticeable. So he's gonna have a great, very well developed diaphragm, that's for sure. And sometimes you can see my stomach like moving with the hiccups. I don't know if you can right now. I've been really trying to capture him moving on camera more often because he's like big enough now, and he's taking up like my entire belly to the point where like you can kind of see my whole stomach like rumble and tumble and like wiggle and writhe with him. So, you know, you'll see like it go up here and go, like you can just see all of his movements basically. And I can see them, and of course I can feel them, but I have a very hard time getting them on camera. I don't know what it is, but even when I like record them and I like see what's happening, when I try to watch it back, I like don't really see them. And it's with my phone, obviously I don't typically have this camera like around me constantly, but I've been having a hard time getting those on camera. I don't even know if I put any in the vlog. I don't know, he's moving like right now, but I don't know, sometimes it's just like the camera I feel like doesn't pick up on it. But then I see everyone else who's like just as pregnant as me or more or even less, and you can like see their whole, you can see every movement. I feel like for me it's hard to capture. I don't know why.